We gonna start? Hey, alright. Let's play some Space Quest 4. I don't know anything about this game. It was requested to me. I know it's like a point and click, but I don't know what it's about, or I don't have any expectations of it, so we're playing perfectly blind. And the Time Rippers. Yo, Omega. This is a really old game. I'm like, with these, I'm afraid of like losing progress and having it crash. So hopefully, that won't happen.
We rejoin our friend and semi-hero Roger Wilco as he rockets back toward his home planet Xenon, which he hasn't seen since Space Quest 2. Having successfully rescued those two ingrates from Andromeda,
It's already stupid.
he decides a pit stop on Magmethius is in order.
Alright, starting pretty tongue-in-cheek.
During the descent to this cosmic canteen, he is unaware of the interest that has been generated regarding his fate.
Never beat it, huh? Wait, I forgot to put the... Oh, it's still doing stuff. Here.
We have confirmation of his position, Master.
Off to Magmethius with you then. It is time for Wilco to meet the fate which I have crafted for him.
As our story begins, we find the aluminum mallard parked outside a seedy spaceport bar.
That guy just died?
Join Roger as he relates one of his greatly exaggerated tales of adventure. The aliens are only too happy to listen, as long as Roger is by.
See, there was this deadly root monster, a ferocious swamp creature, and a Labion terror beast to contend with. Then I had to outsmart another of Bohal's gorillas and steal the ship.
Are you Roger Wilco?
Yeah.
Please come with me.
Am I not just immediately arrested or something? Or what's going to happen?
Hello, Roger Wilco. Surprised to see an old friend? You have no idea how special this moment is for me. This is no chance encounter, I can assure you. I have this one loose end to tie up before I begin my reign as the supreme being of all that exists. I do not like to lose. You are a blemish on what would otherwise be a perfect record of domination, terror, and invincibility. Besides, I'm still a bit miffed about that asteroid deal in Space Quest 2. Anyway, to relieve the pain of my humiliation and prevent you from being a pain in my future, you must die. It's been nice seeing you one last time. Then, do the dirty deed.
Somehow this fails.
You go left and split them up. Mr. Wilco, follow me and do exactly as I say. Let's move!
Hey, I want to know what the...
Listen, I can't explain it all to you now. They've got a beat on our coordinates. We've got to move fast.
There's no voice acting.
We gotta do this fast. Shield your eyes! Jump into the time rip! Do it now! You've got to! If I take the time to explain, we're both parking lot pizza. You'll understand soon.
It was subtitled? It's just a lot more cutscene than I thought it would have. Volhal's Revenge 2. Space Quest. Wait, why does it say Space Quest 12, Volhal's Revenge 4 if I'm playing
Now
Space
where
Quest
am I?
4?
You wonder aloud to non-existent auditory organs? This place sure looks homey. Hey, wait, this looks just like Xenon. It is Xenon. It's really a Pio. Along with the changes induced by an armed conflict, the city looks different, more modern, with a heavy dash of post-disaster seasoning. Casually glancing at the status line, you happen to notice that you're in Space Quest 12.
Oh, okay.
What's happened? Who was that guy with the overdeveloped hairdryer? Why did you let yourself be talked into jumping into some strange shimmering hole? Why are you talking to yourself? These incredibly intriguing questions will quickly be forgotten with barely an electron stirred in that well-armored orb atop your shoulders.
Why was there the Energizer Bunny just walking around? Why is he just walking around? Why is he just always just be out of reach? I don't know what's going on here.
The clearing ends here. Jagged chunks of debris clog the north.
Okay.
Creases from tank treads, craters from incoming ordnance, and
What up,
gouges
Flexo?
from fallen debris are the only deviations in an otherwise smooth surface.
Why is there the Energizer Bunny?
The hare, anticipating your clumsy attempt to catch it in the open barehanded, won't come anywhere near you. Don't mess.
So, okay, so right clicking is like the different things you do.
You talk to yourself. The ruined buildings smell of death and destruction.
Oh, this is gonna be hard. You
It
could.
doesn't taste half bad, considering what it smells like.
Oh God. What is? I'm not gonna. This is gonna take so long to figure out what to do here. So I can't grab the bunny.
The old Bank of Xenon building held up fairly well. Too bad. They turned Roger down for a loan once.
Okay. So.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pet load.
I lost? What? What? How do I...
Are you sure you want to restart?
There isn't a way to restore this. So the game just kills you arbitrarily? This is like Sen's Fortress. What the fuck?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I guess I need to restart the whole game. Okay, it's just right here.
Keep your hands to yourself. You can't... The hare, anticipating your clumsy attempt to catch it in the open barehanded, won't come anywhere near you. There is no reply. It doesn't exactly smell April fresh.
Oh, okay, what's this? Okay, that's how you save? Ghost of Tsushima? It is. I don't know where it falls in terms of like. Is it considered like a Souls-like or what? Because then I might just put it in with like the Souls, where I play like play one of them, take like a break, and then play another. Okay, there's a dude over here.
The hare anticipate. You talk. Serious damage to important body parts pretty much screws up any future plans you might have had for living. Bummer. Oh well, just think proudly of your accomplishment. On second thought, just think. It even happens to important people.
Are you sure you want?
What am I supposed to do here? Oh, this is a new area. Is that a thing down here?
You take the small, frayed, useless-looking length of rope.
Oh. Now, geez, it doesn't like when you put Jap in the chat. By the way, I had to like permit that.
Don't mess with it. He seems to be unaware of your existence, as though he is controlled by some other consciousness.
Are you sh-
You take the small, frayed, useless-looking length of rope. It tastes about...
Hmm.
A quick inspection reveals nothing of interest, other than a glove box. You can't do that. After taking a quick look around to reassure yourself that the place is as dead as it looks, you snitch the Pocket Pal laptop. Don't mess with it.
This icon brings up the control panel.
Well, what is this?
This icon tells you about other icons.
It would serve no purpose. This is just a dumb terminal. It won't do anything by itself.
What is this?
A crummy piece of rope.
Why does it change like that?
This is just a dumb terminal. It won't do anything by itself. Keep your hands to yourself. Keep your hands to yourself.
Ugh. Alright, peace out, Flexo. Thanks for stopping by. And I'll get Ghost of Tsushima eventually. I just don't know when I'll ever get to it.
The structural warpage and the enormous gaping hole indicate a violent end for this corroding battle machine. Another of Xenon's ruined structures awaits the final slow assault of nature.
So this isn't
Another of
anything?
You are at the left edge of this area. More debris chokes off the west.
What? What?
We're glad. Keep your After taking a... Keep your... Don't... You can't... You are in the southern area of a rare clearing in this destroyed cityscape. Your home, as you remember it, does not exist in this period of time. A huge boil of a structure clogs the horizon. You see a rubble barrier to the north. It looks like a surface suited for foot travel. In the distance, the skeletal remains of once proud structures jut weakly into the chemical-laden atmosphere. It looks like a surface suited for foot travel. The rubble is rough and jagged. Your species wasn't designed to traverse this kind of terrain.
What do I do?
We're glad you could play Space... You are at the eastern boundary of a clearing in this ruined city. Passage to the east is impossible due to a great void in the landscape. This grate has crud, gunk, and sludge built up around the edges. You can see through the grate, but can't make anything out. You take the jar into custody. You've reached the sewer maintenance office. Apparently this office has been long abandoned. Your janitorial instincts urge you to sweep up and do a little dusting, but you suppress those urges and concentrate on the task at hand. It's just an average old-fashioned desk blotter. It's very pleasant looking. A variety of pipes, coolant, and otherwise pass in, through, and around the room. You notice the shadow cast on the wall by the inaccessible grate above. A variety of pipes, coolant, and otherwise pass in, through, and around the room. The strange little pedestal has wires running between it and the wall.
Is this the only screen? That's a wheel?
Oh no! The door has shut, and there's no way back. What are you going to do now?
Can you move? This just connects to the other area. Okay. My God, he walks so slow.
The pipes running along the sides of this conduit are coated in inert slime. It smells like cotton candy, roses, and fresh roasted peanuts. Yeah, right. This is a section of the Xenon sewer system. Fortunately, there seems to be very little of the secret ingredient usually associated with sewers.
The secret ingredient, huh?
There's a small vent set into the side of the sewer tunnel. Unfortunately, it looks way too narrow for a space janitor, even a skinny one, to squeeze inside. You can't quite reach the vent.
It's like 1 billion dialogue options in this game. That voice actor was going hard. Okay, we're making progress, I guess. I don't know what the deal is with the laptop and the string. Like, I could have easily just gone here without getting those things. But why can't I just go out there?
You can't do that.
That's where I end up? If I'm just back here?
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pant load.
Call me a pant load.
This is a section of the Xenon sewer system. Fortunately, there seems to be very little of the secret ingredient usually associated with sewers. Nothing happens. This is a section of the... You see some dripping, oozing stuff. The stench lingering in this sewer reminds you... It smells just like you thought it would. You don't really want to do that. There's a small vent set into the side of the sewer tunnel. Unfortunately, it looks way too narrow.
Alright, we'll see if we can climb out again.
A sleek patrol transport occupies the area presently. You talk to yourself, but you don't hear you. The manhole cover is getting heavy. You slide down the slimy ladder as the manhole cover slams back into place. We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pant load. Don't...
It's just wherever I go, they're gonna be there.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pet load. There's a
It's gonna come out? No ooze? Oh my god.
This hatch opens from the other side only. Your nose isn't long enough to reach the vent. You can't quite reach the vent. A blob of slime has gained an attraction for you. Is the green, viscous, congealed wad of vile helper bent on your destruction? Or is it just a friendly puddle of scum looking for a new friend? You bend down and scoop up some slime with both hands cupped. As the green slime dissolves the flesh from your bones, you think, hey, this stuff consumes 47 times its weight in acid. You can't do that.
I have a jar?
Nothing happens.
So I'm gonna try to scoop it with the jar. Entire game is just waiting for him to walk. Alright, slime, come out. Is he gonna come down after me? Where's that slime? It's not allowing me to do anything. Can I go to the... Hi.
That's not possible now. Get closer. You are not in a good position for... Okay. You scoop up the slimy secretion. Better get away now before it scoops you up. You have a jar of green acid.
This allows you to select an item. This allows you to do something to an item.
Nothing happens. Nothing happened. It would serve no purpose. It would... Nothing happen. Keep your hands to... Nothing happen. You have a jar of... Keep your hands... You can't use that here.
I don't know what to do. Like, I'm still stuck down here. I can't leave. There's nothing here.
This is a section of the Xenons. The structural warpage and the enormous gaping hole indicate a violent end for the... Oh. We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload. It would serve no purpose. It would serve. This is a section of the Xenon sewer system. Fortunately, there seems to be very little. There's a small vent set into the side of the sewer tunnel. Unfortunately, it looks way too narrow for a space janitor, even a skinny one, to squeeze inside. Nothing happens. It would serve. It would serve. Nothing happened. You can't use that here. It would serve. Nothing happened.
I have no idea what to do here.
The pipes running along the sides of this conduit are coated in inert slime. It would serve no... You can't use that. You can't... Nothing... You don't need to do that. It would serve nothing... Nothing... This is a section of the Xenons. There's a small... You can't use that. You can't... There's a small vent set into the side of the sewer tunnel. This is a section of the... You can't use... Nothing happened. This is a section of the Xenon sewer system. Fortunately, there seems to be very little of the secret.
I can't. There's nothing here. Like.
A sleek patrol transport occupies the area presently. There's that green building again. You have a low-level view of the street from your manhole perch. The manhole cover is getting heavy. You...
Dude, I can't hit him
We're
with
glad
this.
you could play Space Quest 4.
He
As
barely
usual,
even appeared on
you've
the
been a real
screen.
pet load.
And if I need to get like super close, it's impossible to do anything. I'm just stuck here forever.
This is a section of the Xenon. Keep your hands to your... Nothing happened. It would...
This icon tells you
You can't use that here. Nothing happened. Nothing. It would serve. You can't. It would... Nothing happened. It would serve. Nothing. A crummy piece of rope. Don't mess with it. Don't. It would serve. It would serve. It would.
Oh, that's the same as walking. I thought he was going to use the rope to do something.
It would serve. Nothing happened. It would serve. Nothing happened. Nothing happened. You can't. It would serve. No. You can't use that here. Nothing happened. Blob of slime has gained an attraction for you. Is the green, viscous, congealed wad of vile helper bent on your destruction? Or is it just a friendly puddle of scum looking for a new friend? Dare you find out?
Hmm.
This window displays the current inventory item. This icon is for talking.
You talk to yourself, but you don't hear you. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. Nothing happens. You can't use that. You can't. Nothing. Nothing. We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pet load.
I have no idea what to do right now. Omega, are you here?
The pipe's running along. You really don't want to touch the slime-laden pipes. You really don't want to. You really don't. You'd better not. Your nostrils flare as you inhale the fragrant aroma of cold steel with...
Do you know what I do here?
The slimy pipes reduces your... Nothing happened.
I could use a little help. And anytime you move one screen, you immediately die. I remember I went down right away, I died. I went up right away, oh, I died.
We're glad.
I've gone up instantly, died, went down instantly, died. What?
You look at the finely sculpted ship. It looks to have been designed for atmospheric operation, probably used solely for patrol excursions. Nothing happened. We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pet load. If you can... You look at the finely sculpted ship. It looks to have been designed for atmospheric operation, probably used solely for patrol excursions. It would serve no... We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload. This seems to be a relatively spacious landing gear compartment. Wonder how cramped it gets in there when the gear is stowed.
It's like a death sentence to go into machinery.
Uh-oh. We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload. This is the middle section of the supercomputer's landing bay. The ship you hitched a ride on rests here. This is a fueling unit for the patrol shuttle. This is the patrol...
I've just completed a scan of the Labion sector of Space Quest 2. No sign of presence at this time. Gruff, schluff, ruff.
Mega sida zaps. Zabo fila zagold.
Halt! Some people just won't follow instructions.
This...
I've just completed a scan of the Labion sector. No sign of presence at Gruff.
Mega sida zabo.
Don't mess with it. The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally, nothing much happens. That must not have been a valid code. Try again.
I don't know the code.
It's some sort of monitor, probably used to monitor something or other.
I don't even know what these symbols are.
Keep your hands to yourself. The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space, and finally, nothing much happened. This is a small panel which provides access to the innards of the time pod. The small access panel is inaccessible. It's some sort of monitor, probably used to monitor something or other. This appears to be the display for the keypad below it. You look out at the city you were born in decades ago. You're sure glad you weren't there when this devastation happened. You might have gotten hurt. On the bright side, you won't have to pay those delinquent traffic tickets. The time pod, the powerful quad time, and nothing.
Halt! Some people just won't follow in.
Joe shoots you
We're
before
glad-
saying halt.
This is a fueling unit for the patrol shuttle. This is the patrol shuttle you hitched a ride on. This is...
I can't read that thing on the lower left. I don't think that's the code.
I've just no sector.
There is no reply. It's probably the most nauseating thing to smell in the whole family of smells. It needs salt.
Halt! Some. I've just completed. No sign of presence.
The large compartment doesn't actually open. The small access panel is inaccessible. Don't mess with it. The time pod's headrest is non-adjustable. Evidently, sequel pulleys are all the same height.
Oh, is that the password right there?
It's part of... Don't mess with it. The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally, nothing happens. You're already there, Roger. Don't mess. The powerful quad quark drives time and space, and finally, nothing much happens. That must not have been a valid code. Try again. This appears to be the display for the... Don't... You talk to yourself, but you don't hear you. You talk to yourself. The large compartment doesn't actually open. Keep your hands to yourself. The time pod's interior feels smooth and cool to the touch. The time pod's interior... Scratching your head doesn't make it work any better. It only loosens unsightly dandruff. The time pod's interior feels smooth and... We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload. You climb up into the landing gear housing. How clever you are.
We're just back here again.
The grate is anchored securely by bolts with corroded heads. Run away. Like if I just find the code in this
reality, then I could go back to the other reality. And
A
then...
featureless, dirty white structure fills space to the east. Nothing happened.
The only difference between now and the beginning of the game is now I have this acid.
It would serve no purpose. You can't use that here. Nothing happened. It would serve. It's just an average old-fashioned desk blotter. Ah, a button. Perhaps I'll give it a press.
Data entry 22795. This message is to whomever may be so fortunate as to find it. I am Professor Lloyd, lead designer of the Xenon supercomputer project, the ultimate in artificial intelligence. The computer was designed to enhance our lives, but instead ended up being the ruin of us all. We made the mistake of tying it into the most important facets of our existence here on Xenon, including our weather control and defense systems. It seemed like a sound idea at the time, and all proceeded well for about 3 years. It was around then that a deep space salvage operation recovered what appeared to be some sort of antiquated data storage unit contained in a flimsy cardboard box on which the words Leisure Suit Larry were imprinted. On its back was the picture of a not particularly wholesome gentleman, but that's another story. My counterparts exhibited shameful behavior as they tore open the box to get at its contents. I could not understand the commotion it generated. The data was uploaded into the supercomputer for analysis. As a result, a crippling virus spread through the machine like a bad social disease. All control of the computer was lost. All screens went blank. Then these words were displayed by the monitors and uttered by the vocal outputs. Wilco must pay. From that day forth, the possessed computer waged war on the inhabitants of Xenon, using our own weapons against us. Some managed to escape to other planets. Those of us who remained stayed to fight the machines and robots under its control. It was a bloody war. Those of us that were not killed were taken captive and modified. These cyborgs infiltrated the loyal ranks of resistance, rooting out almost all of our hiding places and exposing us to the mechanical menace. Some of these poor souls still wander the streets. As of this recording, we are down to only a handful of rebels. My health is deteriorating rapidly. To make matters worse, I've just learned that the computer has unraveled the mysteries of time travel. I've sent my 2 best men to attempt to steal this new technology. If you are not a machine, then perhaps they were successful. Please realize, you are Xenon's last hope.
Nothing happens.
We just replayed that whole thing.
You've reached the... Nothing you can do to it here will be of benefit. It smells just as good as it looks. It would serve no... You've reached the sewer maintenance office. Apparently this office has been long abandoned. Your janitorial instincts urge you to sweep up and do a little dusting, but you suppress those urges and concentrate on the task at hand. It doesn't smell great, but it smells better than you. desk is not exactly executive caliber. You realize that this is the only way out, so you decide to leave it open. Oh no! The door has shut, and there's no way back. What are you going to do now?
Oh, what's up, James? Sorry I didn't see you there. How you doing? You're good? Good. We had a good day. Hope you did a lot of activities. Oh. You ate some good food today? Oh, they're back again. Oh no, the bad guys are here again. You going to bed? Well, you have a good night there, buddy. Get some sleep.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real... You've reached this...
Oh, I died. Oh.
Oh no!
Good night. Alright, gotta wait for this again. Go! Please.
This seems to be a relatively spacious landing gear compartment. Wonder how cramped it gets in there when the gear is stowed.
Alright, we're back up here, and we still don't know what to do.
This is a fueling unit for the patrol shuttle. This is a fueling unit for the patrol shuttle.
Could be... Yeah, but...
There is no reply.
Where do you find the code in the game?
You can't use that here. You can't use that here.
Whee! Okay, don't fall.
Watch out for that first step. That was a long first step. This is a fueling unit for the patrol shuttle. Don't mess with it. You can't use that here. It would serve no purpose.
I've just completed. No sign of presence at this time.
You are in the supercomputer's landing bay. Here you see the Sequel Police dispatch terminal.
The Sequel Police.
Halt! Some people just won't follow instructions.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pet load.
Alright, take me back down to the ground.
You climb up into the landing gear housing. How clever you are.
God. Having trouble concentrating this.
A quick inspection reveals nothing of interest. This sealed, battered building is the last one standing in the southwestern area.
Hi, kitty. What, stop licking your chops. What did you just eat something? What are you doing? What? I can't see, cat.
You can't use that here. This sealed, battered building is the last one standing. You... Don't mess with it. You can't do that. Don't mess with it. No, it would serve. Nothing. Nothing. You can't. You can't. The building is... There is...
No, I want to look at the thing.
Another of Xenon's ruined structures awaits the final slow assault of nature. A battered and boarded purple building stands silently now. Huge supports miraculously still do just that to these buildings. A battered and boarded storefront shows the wear and tear a little war can have on it. A battered...
Losing my mind.
You climb up into the landing gear housing. How clever you are.
Why would it be the one on the screen backwards? What would tell me that? Or does it fill in backwards when you put it in?
I've just no sign of Grok.
Mega Zavo.
No, it certainly just fills in the way it displays.
The powerful time and nothing.
So there's nothing in the game that tells me to input it backwards.
The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hyperbole. And finally, nothing much happens. That must not have been a valid code. Try again.
Put it in wrong.
The powerful quad time and nothing but... Keep your hands to... The powerful quad quark drives Rev to life. Time and space bend under the fibrillations of the time rip transfluxers. Your adrenaline and stomach reel with the hyperbolic hype. And finally, nothing happens. You're already there, Roger.
So that's just the code to here.
Don't mess with it.
Sup?
Halt! Some people just won't follow instructions.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pet load.
Is there anything in the manual? It's all just like flavor text. Hi, Luna. There's like a code in here. But okay, so this does tell you a little bit. It basically just summarizes everything I've done. What? Okay.
You climb up into the landing gear housing. How clever you are.
Walk between the red columns on the upper right side of the screen. And then select the rope from your inventory and click the rope on the ground.
Huge supports miraculously still do just that to these buildings. You can't use that here. You can't. Don't you feel dumb standing out in plain sight while trying to trick something into your snare?
Okay, so if you use the rope on the ground, you try to snare something. So I'm gonna try to snare the bunny. But I need to be out of plain sight. Oh my god. tells me to go between the red columns. What? I clicked.
Sure are some finely honed reactions you've got there. Perhaps you're still suffering from time lag.
Okay, maybe I'll just click 100 times instead of just clicking once.
It would serve no... You extract the portable power pellet from the back of the bunny's polyplastoid torso. A darn cute bunny. Don't mess with it. This is just a dumb terminal. It won't do anything by itself. You plug the mobile power cylinder into the laptop. It would serve. Your Pocket Pal now has power. Now all you need is a place to use it.
A place to use it? What do you mean? What
Your
is it?
Pocket Pal now has power. Now all you need is a place to use it.
Alright, now let's go back to the ship. The only reason I found that is by reading the manual. And then... Okay, so what after that? Heavy ordnance? What the fuck? I'm still missing stuff? Okay. Walk 2 screens east. Oh, that's the Pocket Pal. God, even the instructions on this are not either. A skimmer is parked on the street. Check the eye cursor on the skimmer. On the glove box, pocket pal inside, walk 1 screen north. Click the eye in the large object on the street corner. Oh, he's here again. Ah. Do you go the other way? So there's a large... It just says a large object.
The structural warpage and the enormous gaping hole indicate a violent end for this corroding battle machine.
It just has to click on that. You could take something on this? Oh
Okay,
my god.
You now have the unstable ordnance. Don't mess with it.
The hell is the unstable ordnance?
Don't.
It's not even in my inventory.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload. Okay, you now have the unstable ordnance.
Run before I get caught. Wait, what? Okay. Okay, it's saying in one save, take the unstable ordnance and go down to the sewer, and then another save, don't take the unstable ordnance. So in this save, I take the unstable ordnance and I go into the sewer grate. I can't see. This game's impossible. Oh, good, I have to wait.
I would think that something identifiable as unstable ordnance would be low on your list of fun and healthy things to carry. We hope you'll get yourself together and rejoin us. Isn't this a blast?
Some items will just kill you if you pick them up. Oh my god. I don't see how anyone could possibly beat this game.
Hey, keep your...
Like the catching the rabbit thing?
Oh no! The door has shut, and there's no way back. What are you going to do now?
Please make it.
This seems to be a relatively spacious landing gear compartment. Wonder how cramped it gets in there when the gear is stowed. It would serve no purpose.
What?
It would serve. You can't. It would serve. You can't. Nothing. It would serve. It would.
This was my one idea.
Nothing. This is a fueling unit for the patrol shuttle.
The fueling unit. Oh, doroga.
This is a maintenance unit for the shuttle. This is a maintenance unit for the shuttle. It's of no interest. This is the patrol shuttle you hitched a ride on. This is the middle.
Yeah, I could somehow use the computer in the car.
I've just completed a scan of the Labion sector of Space Quest 2. No sign of presence at this time. Grrrr, schluff,
Yo, what up, Trulio?
Saggled.
Let me do something. There, let's get it here. But my computer's completely messing up on Twitch. I can't see anything. Oh.
Nothing Nothing. You can't use that. Nothing. It would serve. Nothing. It would serve. It would. You can't use. A darn cute bunny. Nothing. It's some sort of... You look out at the city you were born in decades ago. You're sure glad you weren't there when this devastation happened. You might have gotten hurt. On the bright side, you won't have to pay those delinquent traffic tickets. You look out at the city you look out at the city you were born in. This is a small panel which provides access to the innards of the time pod. If you have a 3P223 4QR access panel wrench, that is. It's a large compartment that's that button. The large compartment doesn't actually open. It's a large compartment that's probably full of instruction manuals, code books, time maps, and the like. Too bad it's also locked. The small access panel is inaccessible. Scratch.
Shoot me.
Halt! Some people just won't follow it.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload.
If I go all the way in the back, will he see me?
Uh-oh. We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload. Your Pocket Pal now has power. Now all you need is a place to use it.
What, just go to the desk?
You climb up into the landing gear housing. How clever you are.
I'm struggling with this game.
clearing ends here. Jagged chunks of... In the distance, the skeletal remains of once proud structures jut weakly into the chemical-laden atmosphere. In the distance, the clearing ends here. Creases from tank treads, craters from incoming ordnance, and gouges from fallen debris are the only deviations in an otherwise smooth surface. It would serve no... You can't... It would serve... You can't use that here. Nothing happens. You can't... It would... You can't use... You can't... Nothing happens. Nothing happened. It would serve no...
Well, no reason to be down here. Let's reload.
You can't...
What? I was walking left and then I went into here. Is that something that sticks out of it? No, I couldn't. I clicked on it like 30 times.
The clearing ends here. The rubble is rough and jagged. No sense in risking injury this early in the adventure. We'll get to that later. The old Bank of Xenon building held up fairly well. Too bad. They turned Roger down for a loan once.
Go back to the car, maybe? Now that this thing has power, does it do anything in the car? Alright. I don't like how there's roaming enemies that one-hit kill you. And how slow moving is. If they're gonna have enemies, they gotta have you actually traverse. You can't just point and click through it. So it's really slow, and then it'll kill you if you just walk into something. Not a fan of that.
A quick inspection reveals nothing of interest other than a glove box. Keep your hands to... nothing. You can't,
Yeah, the randomly coming in turret dudes that just kill you. Fun.
Nothing happened. You can't use nothing. You can't, nothing.
I've no sign of President Rock.
You can't use that. You can't, nothing. You can't. It
Kill
would
him.
serve no purpose.
Kill
You
him with the acid.
Halt! Son.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pet load. Nothing. You can't. Nothing. It would serve no. Nothing happened. It would
Try to
serve
bribe
no
the
pur-
guards.
You can't.
Alright, let's try to bribe the guards.
It would.
It's interesting that you
It
kind
would
of
serve.
look at it.
It would serve. You can't use. It would serve. Nothing. You can't use. It would serve. Nothing. It would. Nothing. Nothing. It would. You can't. It would. Nothing happened. It would.
It would. Alright, let's try bribing the guards.
I've just completed a scan of the Labion sector of Space Quest 2. No sign of presence at this time. Grrrr, schluff, urrup.
Mega sieht Satz. Zavo fila zagold.
It would serve. It would. Nothing. Nothing. You can't. Nothing. You can't. It would... Nothing happened. You can't... Nothing...
Halt! Some people just won't follow instructions.
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pet load.
You would have taken the Energizer Bunny bribe? Yeah. It'd be pretty sweet. I don't know what to do next. I don't know where to go.
It would...
Can't walk up these, can you? No. Hi, Luna. Yeah. The kitty. Yeah.
A battered and boarded storefront shows the wear and tear a little war can inflict. Huge supports miraculously still do just that to these buildings. Nothing happened. There is no reply. It smells just as good as it looks. A twisted and broken expanse of cityscape stretches south from here, negating possible travel plans in that direction. You are in the southern area of a rare clearing in this destroyed cityscape. Your home as you remember it does not exist in this period of time. A huge boil of a structure clogs the horizon.
I'm gonna look up what to do next. I can't. I can't do this. Okay, so that's this one page is the whole thing. Now how far are we down? Yep, I did this. Enter the time pod. What? This is just saying that when I'm up here, I could just go into the time pod. Don't I get spotted immediately?
Uh-oh.
Oh, it's saying go to the other thing. Okay, wait.
Keep your...
Okay, so go to the time pod. And... then use the manual to activate it? What manual? Roger Latex Babes. So this is in the manual. And then I took a picture of the thing. But I don't know what this means. Like the codes that we have, it's like I4. There isn't an I4. I4HDEA. Then even if those meant something. Is I4HDEA on here? I don't. If it was, I don't even know what that would mean. I can't. I don't understand this at all. I don't need that. So this walkthrough doesn't apply to this version of the game. What? Just hit any buttons 6 times.
You climb up into the landing gear housing.
I've just complete no sign of presence. Grok.
Merci, nous avons.
The powerful quad quark, time and space, and finally, nothing much happens.
That didn't work. I mean, I bought this on GOG. So, like, I bought like an official version. So it should be press any buttons 6 times and then hit enter, is what this says. Now, as a quick way to get away from the guards, I often press the first keys. Try any combination at random. What? Oh.
Time and not. The powerful time and
You're supposed to hit keys at random and it works. How many times did I already do that? And what? How is that? This is one of the stupidest things.
you can't.
No, it doesn't have the bunny. Oh my god, I hate this.
You can't.
Just hit random keys. But hit the right random keys or else it won't work.
Oh no! The
Just go.
This seems to be a relatively spacious landing gear compartment. Wonder how cramped it gets in there when the gear is stowed.
Why?
Select this icon to close this window.
Fine, I'll save here.
I've just completed those directions. Halt! Sam Pete. I've just completed no sign of
Now, why did I get shot last time?
The powerful quad time, and finally, nothing much happened. You can't. The powerful quad time and space, and fight.
It's fucking stupid. If you push the same button 6 times, it doesn't work. So it's gotta be a jumbled mess of random for it to work. How is this game supposed to be possible?
You've seen a lot of plateaus and sloping hills before, but this one's a butte. The entire horizon undulates in enticing peaks, curves, and crevices for which Estros is famous. You've seen a lot of plateaux. You've seen a... The hot sun and the butte's seductive curves are strangely exciting. You've reached the plateau phase, which continues to the west, while the rocky layers climax in a makeshift staircase. In the distance, you can see the beautiful, tranquil sea of Estros. The hot sun and the butte's seductive curves are... The hot sun... As you look around at the towering rocks, immense formations carved over millions of years, you can't help but be overwhelmed by a sense of your own insignificance.
These aren't stairs that's connected. Okay.
As you look around at the towering rocks, immense formations carved over millions of years. As you look, sedimentary layers of rock form a stairway. You get the feeling you're not alone here.
I feel like
The water here is quite deep.
This game might get weird.
Here at the base of the buttes lies the legendary Sea of Estros. The shimmering crystal clear water is calm and inviting, giving no hint of the currents that could suck you under fast enough to pull your skin off and leave your insides standing on the shore. We could show you that, but it would be in bad taste.
The Latex Babes of Estros.
Hello!
It's probably the most nauseating thing to smell in the whole family of smells. Here at the base of the butte, the water here is quite deep. Here at the base of the buttes lies the legendary Sea of Estros. The shimmering crystal clear water is calm and it...
Do I need to go to that other ledge from here and then call for her?
Hello!
Nope.
You talk to yourself.
Hello! Hello! Hello!
Alright. Atoms you should have. Buckazoids? What the heck are buckazoids? Is that the coin? Hi, Luna. I can't see.
Hello!
Okay. What did it say again? Go north? There was supposed to be a shadow of a beast flying over. What? It says, see her, exit north, and then I'll see the shadow of a beast. What?
As you look around at the towering rocks, immense formations carved over millions of years, you can't help but be overwhelmed by a sense of your own insignificance.
I'm just supposed to get captured by something? What? Is there nowhere to go here?
As you look around at the towering rocks, immense formations. We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pet load.
You know, from a source of perspective, this looks like it's right under this.
Hello!
As you look around at the towering rock, as you look around.
Oh.
You get the feeling you're not alone here.
It just says keep walking around until something captures me. I'm gonna look up a different walkthrough. This says wait. Okay, that's just like when I enter this area, that's what happens.
Whoa! What was that?
You need to stand in this shadow. You need to stop moving and stand in the shadow to trigger that cutscene. This game is literally... There's no way to do this. I'm just gonna be looking at a walk through this whole game. Like, I could literally play for hours before that would happen. Before I stop in that exact spot. Like, I could walk through it and nothing will happen. You have to stop in the shadows.
Hey, those Talon things hurt. You didn't much care for the landing either. The inedible portions of the pterodactyl's previous meals lie scattered about the nest. The huge nest is constructed of sticks and assorted being parts gathered from this bleak planet. It is then cemented in place by a generous helping of pterodactyl saliva. My. Rather than the sequel policeman penetrating the inner sanctum of the nest, the reverse obviously occurred.
I'm surprised at that much blood.
You frisk the skewered sequel policeman and turn up a paper-wrapped wad of used chewing gum.
Alright, manual. Tell me how to win.
This lumpy paper-wrapped wad looks mighty interesting. These symbols look vaguely familiar. Now, where have you seen them? These You can't use that. You can't use that.
I'm trying to...
Nothing happens. You can't use
Get-
that here. You can't.
How far did you get when you were playing
Your
this as a
pocket pal
kid?
now has power. Now all you need is a place to use it.
You could just leave? No, you can't. Oh, you can? Alright, things are gonna get weird.
You've got a lot of nerve coming back here, Roger Wilco. After leaving me the way you did, you male scum. This is the last woman you'll ever dump on. Right, girls?
Right.
He dumped on what?
Said you couldn't be tied down.
I said that?
What did you just say?
You said you had to be free to roam the galaxy.
Was that me?
You'll be sorrier than you look. We'll see to that.
Yeah.
Into the sub, flyboy.
Okay.
You hope these women soon realize that they must have the wrong guy.
This is Zandra. We are approaching checkpoint 6. Prepare to open the tunnel door.
What about...
Activate the door.
Did that kill the sound? Saving like that?
Sit down.
Comfy, Mr. Wilco?
Hey, what are you doing?
The hell
Let me
is
go,
this?
witch.
Shut up. Your whimpering sickens me. I'll teach you not to run out on me. Thoreen is quite knowledgeable in the ways of torture. I'll let the two of you get acquainted. Thoreen, do your stuff.
With pleasure, Zandra.
Let me introduce you to a friend of mine.
The hell is that?
This is Epirip 357, the most powerful hand-hair remover in the universe, and it's capable of shaving your legs clean off. I've always wanted to see a man shave with one of these, but I guess you'll do. Now
But I
you know
guess
the
you'll
meaning
do.
of the word pain.
It's a sea slug! Run, girls!
Shiny stainless steel instruments cover the surgical tray. Some of them look vaguely familiar as veterinary instruments. You can't do that. Desperately, you try to push the button, but the restraints are just too tight. You can't do... Don't mess with it. Keep your hand... There is... It would serve.
Did I win?
We're glad you could play Space Quest 4. As usual, you've been a real pantload. Nothing happened. You can't use that here.
What?
Keep your hand.
It was like free for a second. I don't know what happened.
Desperate. It's a...
Our hero!
Wow, that worked.
Wasn't
Ugh.
he great, girls? Well, Raj, I guess we can call it even. Thank you for ridding our fortress of that slimy, awful sea slug. I know I can't blame you for backing out at the last minute. I guess I was a little overbearing.
Oh my
Sorry.
god. Giant, who
Can
cares?
we still be good friends?
No.
Well, now, wait a minute. Let's talk about this.
No, Roger, you were right. You don't need to spare my feelings. It just wasn't meant to be. It's better this way. Well, girls, I feel like celebrating. Let's go shopping.
Wow. This game was
Meanwhile,
certainly
back in
from the
Space Quest
90s.
12,
Well, what have we here?
This is the rebel scum we captured in the Space Quest 4 time sector. He had just aided Wilco in escaping. The readout on his time gun indicates that Wilco was successfully transported into this time sector as you feared.
That is no longer a concern. Wilco will surrender to us once he has learned we have captured his son. Then he will be destroyed once and for all.
Sail!
it's just another vital part of the Galaxy Galleria shopping mall.
Hmm.
It's just another... In the window, a robotic mannequin struts its stuff. This is Socks, a high-class, high-priced dress shop. Watching this fine youngster brings back fond memories of your youth. Little did you know that all those hours of playing Blazin' Paddles were in preparation for being a space guy hero type.
No. Do I just have no pants the rest of the game? These are all robotic mannequins.
It's a nice outfit, but you're not sure you have the midriff for it. You like the shoes, but the stripes might make you look overweight. Would stripes look good on me, you wonder? Those boots are attractive. While enjoying this banquet of fashion, you wonder what you might look like in one of these cute little frocks. Hey, what kind of thing is that for a studly guy like you to be thinking? Get a hold of yourself, fella.
Thanks for shopping at Saks.
Alright, let's just go all the way down here. Okay, there's the Ental area. Monolith Burger. It's so good. Software.
You pick up the ATM card.
ATM card. Alright. I'm calling it a night here. Oh. I'm tired. This game does not keep me awake. I think I tried to play this without a walkthrough and that I got nowhere quickly. So we're going to be using the walkthrough on this one. Am I liking it? Not particularly, no. Just being honest. It's some of the flavor text is funny, but it's so slow. And this would take hours and hours and hours to do without a walkthrough. And I don't like doing things with walkthroughs, but not my thing. But I'll finish it. I will be back probably tomorrow. I work Friday and Saturday, so I don't think, like, I usually do something Fridays, but I don't think I'll be doing anything on Friday. Yeah, I might just be streaming again. So I plan on. Wait, today's What day is it today? Is today Wednesday? Today's Thursday, so yeah. Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. Alright. But I'm out of here. I'm not raiding out. I'm just peacing out. Take it easy, everyone. Have a good night.